It's one of the last cars on there, so that's a good sign or a bad sign. Is it a good sign?
Could have been tapped from the back. I'm just saying, could have been. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We just got our third build in. It's right here on the lot, and if you already saw the title of this video, this baby is clean. Let's go ahead and check it out. We've been waiting to get our hands on one of these babies for a long time, and so we are anxious, we are excited to get this thing started, but it's freaking cold outside. Let's get this thing in the garage and let's take it apart.
Battery's completely dead, so gotta connect the jump box. This whole thing is like tied down. The hood though is unscrewed.
And then there's just a rope holding this in place. It's unbolted here as well.
Said it was run and drive on the auction. Notice that the radiator and condenser are missing again, but we'll see. Let's get this started.
All right, let's see.
Let's get this started.
Okay.
Dude, that hood is wrecked. Let's cut off this rope first and let's look under the hood, make sure everything's good. Ooh, what did they use? Some kind of metallic rope. There's a whole bumper.
Okay.
Yeah. Toyota Subaru Boxer.
It's a Subaru, guys, or it's a Toyota. Well, I think this is what we need to do. We just need to look at the entirety of this car and which badges we see most. If we see more Toyota badges, it's Toyota. If we see more Subaru badges, it'll just have to be a Subaru.
Honestly, I'm betting on Subaru because I'm looking at this fender here. This fender also says, and the engine cover is Subaru. Dude, it's gonna be Subaru. A lot of you know that the Scion FRS also was a part of this lineup, and in 2017 they actually let go of the Scion FRS, and so now it's just Subaru and Toyota that do it, and I think it was a good choice. Scion kind of muddied up.
Well, to be honest, the Scion brand ended. It's gone. There's no more Scion. It doesn't exist, so that's partially why I think they switched back to Toyota 86. Let's go ahead and start walking around. Let's look at kind of what's going on, what we've got on here. So let's take this bumper off.
Yeah.
This was an insurance vehicle, so it's already pretty taken apart. A lot of the parts are probably inside or in the back. This is what insurance companies usually do. But you can see the bumper wasn't on. It means they've already started taking it apart.
Dude, what's up with this giant gaping hole in the front? Okay, this car is not turbo. That's the stupidest thing, I think.
About this whole thing, about this entire car, all these lineups, it does not have a turbo.
My thought behind it is, if Toyota and Subaru decided to turbo this car, they would lose all their sales on the WRX and the
100%.
STI because they have no choice. I mean, this car is a perfect body for a drift car, rear wheel drive. This car has a ton of aftermarket options. I mean, you could literally do some crazy things with this. And so people don't love the engine. Obviously, it's a weak 4-cylinder 2.0 non-turbo. So people Jay-Z swap and whatever. But
people do a lot of crazy stuff to it.
So my question is, I don't know why Subaru didn't decide. I mean, look at all this space. Sure, you fit a radiator and a condenser in there, but you could easily fit an intercooler and a turbo.
And I think it comes down to the whole price point. Like if you're gonna put a turbo in there, what's the point of the WRX?
Exactly.
So yeah, this is a question for Subaru, for Toyota. Why the space? Give us your thoughts in the comments below. The accident looks like it came in from this side.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not crazy frame damage. It looks like the frame rails are straight. It just looks like the absorber itself just got kind of bent here. And then this piece of the absorber kind of got pushed in a little bit. Obviously, we're gonna need a new fender because the damage kind of went in this way like this. It pushed in this way. Push this fender inside. When they opened the door, it jammed it here. So I always like how insurance companies write. So RNC, I don't know if that R plus I, is that
RJC?
No, well, I don't know. I think it's an R plus I. I think that's what it is. And I think it's like remove and install, maybe?
Or remove and inspect. But why would they say that about the emblem? And then does that say repair?
That says repair, but I think, and that's because you can see that there's like a little dent there, which is crazy to me that they would. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But I think it's remove and install. Like remove this, put a new fender on, and then install it back. Same with the mirror here.
Wait, what's wrong with the mirror?
That's a good question. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I like looking at it. There's no way. I think when they're going to be fixing the door, it looks like they're saying this is warped. Because of the dust, it's hard to see it. I don't think it's warped, but we'll have to take a closer look at it. They might be taking the door off, and to paint and everything, you need to take the mirror off.
Oh.
So same thing with this. You have to remove this piece here, this rubber molding, for you to paint the door, blend the door, whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Especially and the door handle here, you have to remove them. So I think that's what it is. I think it's remove and install.
That makes sense. Okay.
So
this car is very low.
It's very low. I noticed.
Look at the comparison of like.
Guys, I'm 5'11".
Yeah.
This is. It's right up to my chest. I mean, when you're gonna be getting in there, you're pretty much sitting on the ground. That's what it is. Literally. There's a billion videos of the interior or just walk-arounds of this car, so you can go ahead and watch those elsewhere. We're not gonna dive too much into it, but we'll kind of talk about some things. Airbag, it's blown. We're gonna need to get a new one. Whenever the airbags are blown, the next thing, right away, right off the bat, you're gonna look at are the seatbelts. It's locked up. Usually you'd want to put new seatbelts in just because of safety precautions, but you could repair them, I assume.
Yeah.
So this one's locked up, so we're gonna need to get that fixed. And I think the other side is locked up as well, so both of them lock up at the same time. No knee airbag here.
Nice.
It would have blown because any front end collision, anytime this airbag blows and you've got a passenger sitting in the driver's seat, the knee airbag always blows, but there's no knee airbag.
Nice,
so
nice.
we just that's nice.
Why does it have paddle shifters if it's a manual?
It's not a manual.
It's not a manual, you guys.
You guys, we only found that out after we bought the car. The pictures were taken from that side, and this thing has got this little bag thing here. It looks like a manual, but it's an automatic. So we've got our paddle shifters. Yeah. Let's keep walking around.
These wheels, dude.
Check these wheels out.
These are like super wheels, man.
I mean, these are epic. I love them. I love them. These do look like super wheels for sure.
Yeah.
I really wonder. Let's take
just
a look.
compare those. They're fairly close. They're like off-brand super wheels.
They look really nice.
Ooh, parts, baby!
Got our washer res. It's cracked. What I love about insurance companies, they put everything in baggies and they name it. It says lights. Nice. So we know this goes to the lights. This looks like from the radiator because these are radiator mounts. So this all has to do with the radiator and the AC. Ooh, we got a headlight. Check this out. This is a clean headlight. This is not even damaged. Check that logo out right there. That's the 86 logo. I think what we'll do, we'll just end up selling this thing because we're gonna be putting aftermarket headlights. This is not gonna be something we need, so we're gonna save this and then we're gonna resell it. Some bumper pieces. Ooh. So this is the radiator support upper, looks like. And to be completely honest, I don't want to throw it away. This is like, I am assuming about a $300 piece, and it's not smashed anywhere. It just looks like it's twisted. So I wonder if our frame guy will be able to twist it back out. That way we won't have to spend more money on either aftermarket parts or whatever. That way we have an OEM part. Got our headlight bracket, the main component, the radiator, condenser, and fans. They look like they are all intact.
Is that all together?
They're all together.
What the heck?
So the reservoir is intact, which is nice. The fans look like they're in great condition. The condenser looks like it's fine. And then the radiator, I'm really curious if it's intact, because if it is, that's wild. From that kind of accident, you would expect the radiator to be busted. But the only thing that's kind of got me thinking that it's not intact is this little piece right here. That looks like it might have busted it.
Dude, that's like $500 at least that we just saved right there. So
100%.
Thank you, insurance company.
Taillights are cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at all the parts that we need. We'll make a list, hop onto the computer, give Subaru or Toyota a call. We'll see which parts we can get at a better deal. But we are going to be putting OEM parts on this baby. We want things to line up. We want it to look nice. So So let's go ahead and make a list. All right, we are in the office. This is where we do all of our ordering, all of our calls, making sure all of our parts come in. It's not too shabby. No, it's more of a closet, I would say. Not really an office, but it's pretty nice. It does the job. But we went ahead and we actually wrote some parts down on a little post-it note. We're a little bit old school. You can do it on the phone, but we choose to write on paper. So first thing that we need is the hood, obviously, the bumper, the headlights, the grille, the brackets, and the intake. Those are kind of like the bigger pieces. What are we thinking for the headlights?
Definitely aftermarket. I just don't like how the original ones look.
I like the aftermarket ones because they have this sequential, like, the newer Audis have sequential, like when you turn the turn signal, it kind of has that look. So
it's so sick. It just makes the car look so much cleaner.
So yeah, I think we should definitely go for the aftermarket.
For the intake, I mean, we could go with like a regular intake from Subaru or Toyota, but that's just not as fun. It's a dope car. Toyota 86.
I think the regular intake is just literally just a plastic box.
Yeah. It just looks so lame, and I don't know. As a car guy, when you open up, you want it to the engine look nice and built.
Yep.
You got the nice red air intake in there.
That's when you know you are a racer. Or a ricer. Guys, we're not racers. We did buy an automatic GT86, so that's unfortunate. Yeah. But we're pretty excited, guys. It's going to turn out really good. So the first thing we do right away is we make a Google Docs and we write all our parts in there. So let's go ahead. We're going to throw all of these in there, and then we're going to start looking around for parts. We're going to look on eBay specifically for the headlights because you can't really get these sequential headlights from Toyota. But the rest of the parts are going to be ordering from the dealer, so let's get to it. We're going to call Toyota first. We're going to see the pricing from Toyota, and then we're going to compare between Subaru and Toyota and see what's the best deal that we can get. Hey, what's going on, man? Nick calling you. Hey, I'm looking for some parts for my Toyota 86. I'm looking for a hood, front bumper, looking for the grille, for the fender, and the fender bracket.
The hood is running 644.
Okay, how much is the bumper?
425.
And then the fender, left fender.
Oh, you're 10 seconds. Hang on a second here. Let's go up.
Fender is 215, okay. And then what about the, how much? 80 bucks?
$83 for the lower grill.
Okay. And then what about the bracket?
10 bucks.
10 bucks. Okay, awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot of money, dude. Dude, that is crazy.
That's pretty pricey. I think we should definitely try calling Subaru.
Yeah, let's call Subaru because this is crazy, man. This is a lot of money. So let's call Subaru. The parts are interchangeable. The fender, the hood, the bumper. The bumper looks different, but we'll just swap it. All the brackets fit. So let's call Subaru and see what they say.
Super parts in.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Nick calling. I need the hood, front bumper, and the right fender. Actually, no, not right. Left fender. Left fender.
So you're looking to swap it to a BRT front end?
Yep, exactly.
Because the front ends are, okay. The fender your cost is $199.96. The hood is $479.96, and then the bumper is $241.56.
All right, so parts are not actually that expensive. To be honest, we've done cars that the parts were like a fortune. But this is not bad. 200 bucks for a fender. We could probably get through, we have a couple of friends who have dealerships and we probably get a discount if we go through a dealer. And it's 200 bucks for a fender, not bad. The hood is $479, that's a standard price for a Subaru hood. The WRX hood we did, I think the hood was like $450.
So I think the obvious winner here is Subaru. We're definitely gonna go with Subaru.
We also found some sequential headlights on eBay and they are looking like 350 bucks. That's a pretty good deal.
That's nice. For two headlights.
For two headlights, one OEM headlight from Toyota is like, I think they said close to like 450 or 600 bucks.
Yeah, and we actually have one of the headlights
intact.
We'll be able to salvage it. So we sell that one headlight and it'll pay for these two brand new
Exactly.
ones.
So that's always something to think about. If you've got parts that you're not going to be using or replacing and you can sell them, why not? You get your money back for it, you know? So let's get them ordered up and we'll go from there. Alrighty guys, that is going to be a wrap on today's video. We got all the parts ordered up. Next, we're going to throw this car up on the frame rack, get the frame adjusted, and go on from there. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok to stay up to date on our current builds. If you guys love these rebuild videos, make sure you smash that like button so this video gets out to a bigger audience who also love car builds. With that being said, thank you so much for watching guys, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.